I played a decent amount of time in StarCraft II co-op and I saw a lot of players struggling. This is why I will suggest you in this video 5 little tips that can help you a lot to have a better game in co-op. Not already, it's not micro strategized tips, but really co-op related tips. Don't be shy. I saw a lot of players just never going into the fight, camping somewhere in the map or waiting at the base. And it's useless. Even on the difficulty brutal or higher, all battles are made so you can win them. Plus, the maps are designed so the amount of enemies is growing at such of your army. You have the firepower you need, even if you may think you don't. Of course, don't overextend your attacks and don't forget your upgrades, otherwise, yes, it's better for you to camp. Destroy the enemy bases. Exception for some maps where you will have to go through the enemy bases anyway, like in Modern Warfare or Lock and Load, it's a good deal for you to destroy the enemy bases all around the map. Those bases are producing buildings and troops that will perturb your gameplay. The more time you let those bases run, the more difficult your battle will be. They are defended, of course, but with a medium army you can eradicate them. If you don't, you are going to suffer from constant small encounters. Spawn kill your enemies. If you already apply the true first point, that means you have access to all the spawns of your enemies. As such, you can just wait for them to spawn and annihilate them with lower casualties than a standard fight. Some enemies spawn aren't in their bases, but in some maps they are, so give it a shot. Know the patterns, or even better, the exact timing. All enemies on all maps have programmed movement and timings. They can have different ones, but they will not be totally aleatory. Knowing the exact timing can be harsh, especially if you don't play that much. So a good thing to do at least is to know the order where the action will happen. As such, you can respond in advance and not being surprised suddenly, for example, by an enemy attack. If you know this, you can apply even better the previous tip. You have an ally. Well, most of the time. But if your ally stays, it is better,
except if you're extremely good enough you can deal a situation by yourself,
to fight alongside of them. Fighting on your own, especially if you are still on a low level commander, will just result by losing your army for no reason. Plus, in some mission, like Chain of Ascension, you are forced to join your ally or you won't accomplish the objective. I hope it will help. Thank you for watching. Stay sweet.